nose and out through the mouth. Settle yourself into this space. Centering our minds for today's practice. Enjoying the moment of having just stopped. We're nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, but take an hour for ourselves. Let the muscles just melt away from the bones. Feeling the contact on the ground beneath you. And like your mind is a blue sky mind, just allow those thoughts to come through. Note them, let them keep passing. When you notice that you're distracted, just come back to the breath. And similarly, when you're going through your days, when you notice any anxiety or stress, frustration, just take a nice deep breath and come back to the breath. Following it all the way through the exhale. And just note whatever that feeling is. Try and let it go. Don't fight it. And taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs. Out through the mouth. One more. Following it all the way to the end of the exhale. And slowly removing the blocks from underneath you, coming flat down onto the mat below. And we're going to draw the feet up, hip width apart, keeping them at 90 degrees. And we're going to slowly start into our hamstring stretch, interlacing the hands just behind the knee, tucking it into your chest as far as you can, and pointing the toe, flex the foot, and straighten up, driving the heel into the sky. On the inhale, bring it back down. On the exhale, extend it back up. Go to the rhythm of your breath. Each time trying to drive it a little bit higher and straighter. We're going for 10. We'll do 2 more. On this next one, hold it straight up, grabbing onto the bottom of your foot or the big toe. And again, we're trying to straighten that leg nice and slowly. 10 breaths through here, and then we'll extend the opposite leg flat on the floor. Take your time. Breathe air into that space. Extend on the exhale. that bottom leg flat along the mat. Pressing the knee towards the sky, straightening out every exhale. Three more breaths. And crossing that foot over the opposite knee, drawing the opposite knee back off the mat. Wrapping your arms around the top of it and tucking in, giving yourself a nice little hug. From here, roll onto the side so that your foot touches the floor, keeping your shoulder blades on the mat. And now pulse that knee away 20 times. Roll back to center, lower both of the legs stacked on top of each other, still to double fours. And again, pulse that top leg, pressing the knee away. And come back to center. Give yourself a nice hug. Both knees up off the mat. Lower the head. Release back to the ground, both feet hip width apart. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite foot. So first thing, interlace the hands behind the knee, flex the foot, and drive that heel up with every exhale. On the inhale, bring the foot back down. Exhale up, trying to straighten with every exhale. And go to your breath. Two more. This next one, just hold it, grab onto the bottom of the foot or the big toe, drawing it into your chest and straightening on the exhales again. One more breath. Straightening that bottom leg along the mat. Three more breaths. And cross that foot over the opposite knee. Draw that knee up off the mat. Interlacing the hands around the top of the knee, give it a hug. And slowly rotate those legs so that the foot comes flat on the floor. Shoulder blades are on the mat. And pulse. We're going for 30 here. Pressing that knee. Slowly rotating back to center, stacking both of those legs on top of each other, and again, just pulsing that top knee. The butterfly. Working to break up some of the fascia there. The outer IT band. A little bit in the psoas. And again, give yourself a nice big hug in Upasana. Both the knees tucked in. A little closer to the chest now that we've broken up a little bit of the tension. And grabbing onto your strap here, we're going to wrap it around the bottom of your foot. The other leg isn't straight along the mat. Our favorite part, nice deep stretch here. So we're hanging on both sides. The foot again is flexed and it's nice and straight here. So wherever that might be for you, slowly rotating, lifting that hip just slightly off the mat, lowering the foot across the body. Stopping wherever you feel the most amount of tension, breathing through it. Keeping your shoulder blades flat on the floor. And slowly bringing it back to center. And now to the outside. Extending your opposite arm out on the floor. Trying not to rotate the hips. And let it just hang out there. Bringing it back to center nice and gently so you don't strain that knee. And just releasing the strap, putting it on the other foot. And flattening out that other leg along the mat. Straightening. Flexing the toe. Find your spot. And then slowly start dropping it across your body. Stopping wherever you feel the tightness, breathe through it. Shoulder blades are flat on the mat. Drawing the strap closer to you to create a little extra intensity and depth to the stretch as you are able to tolerate. Slowly coming back to center. Find your center point and open up, extending to the outside. Playing with your straps depending on your own flexibility and tolerance. Shoulder blades are flat, spine is nice and straight. And slowly come back to center, micro bend in the knee, prevent any strain, lower the strap, and come into happy baby, reaching through to the inside of the feet, extending the legs, drawing the knees towards your chest, outside of the elbows. You are welcome to rock back and forth if that helps you. Or just hold this position, pressing against the bottom of the feet so that the knees come to the outside. A little bit extra stretch. And bringing the feet together. Just over top of your pelvic bone. Pressing the knees away, drawing the heels towards you. Pressing the knees, opening up the pelvis. Nice. 5 more breaths, keep pressing. And release, coming back down into Shavasana. We're going to do some hollow holds to boats. So I had a special request to do extra abs. So we've all done a standing hollow hold. We're extending and reaching our arms beyond the head, close to the ears. And we're just going to practice the hollow hold, where we lift our arms and our legs about a foot off the ground, together. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come up. Those heels are coming together. Inhale down. Bring the heels together about a foot off the mat. Release, come down. Inhale, come down. Exhale, about a foot off the ground. Release. From here, we're going to do a hollow hold into a boat. Nice deep breath. And boat. As high up as you can go. Inhale down. Into a boat. Inhale slowly down. Finding our stability, focusing on your core. Trying for 2 more. One more, and bring yourself up to Siddha Dandasana. Dropping the feet to the floor. Well done. Hands are right underneath your shoulders when you're ready. Pressing up. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Opening the chest with nice deep breaths. And elongating the spine. Two more deep breaths. bring those fingertips as far out as you can with straight arms. And we're going to try and lift our legs off the mat. Pointing the feet and lift. Going for 10 if you can. Point the toes. Yep, towards your friend. Well done, one more. Yes. And now reaching forward, flexed feet and pulse. 20 times, dropping your head, chin to chest. Gently breaking up the back of the body there that we warmed up earlier. And now hold, reaching to the bottom of your feet. Again, dropping the head so the chin is to the chest. You're rounding out that spine, drawing your head towards your knees. And bringing the arms parallel to the floor. Flex those hands so they're pressing out like you're a superhero. We're stopping the bus and pulse. Forward for 20. And just hold, press that bus, don't let it hit you. Press, 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 flexing the feet, the toes are towards the ceiling. Chin is to chest. And release. Coming into a double four like we did last Sunday. One leg is in front, one is behind. I'm going to draw the same hand up as the front knee, and we're going to extend over the back knee, side bend, breathe into it. Let your opposite shoulder relax. You're probably carrying a little tension in there. Extend our leg, just the one that was behind, and we're reaching forward, grabbing onto it. Nice forward bend over, drawing your head to your knee. Should feel it wrapping all the way around to your lower back here. Breathe into it. Help the stretch deepen. Now open up that top arm above the head, rotating, bringing that shoulder blade back, looking up towards your elbow. And roll out of that. Pressing up nice and gently. Switch sides. One in front, the other behind. Drawing that arm up on the inhale over that front knee. And side bend over the back. Breathe into it. Remember that opposite shoulder to release its tension. Extend that back leg straight out. Drawing the forehead towards the knee, reaching for the toe or the bottom of the foot. Feeling that stretch all the way through your lower back. Opening up the chest, bringing the arm above your head, drawing the shoulder blades back. Letting the weight of the arm sink you a little bit deeper. Release out of that. Extend both feet into a very wide angle. As far as you can, use your hands to press into it and to open up a little bit farther, one in front, one behind. And just forward fold to start. You can use your blocks if that helps to give you a little bit of extra support in that very intense stretch. Come onto your forearms and then down to your forehead as you are able to stretch through it. Don't force it. Use your straps around your toes if that helps. Five more breaths. On the exhale, slowly press yourself up. Wiggle those legs in, grabbing onto the knee to release them if you need to. And we're going to stack in a double pigeon here on top of one another if you can. If you need your block, again, you can put it underneath your foot or underneath the knee. You can stack it differently, that helps. But we're going to do our butterfly pulse here and just let that leg, nice, excellent, press away. And put your opposite hand on the outside of that knee and do a rotation. Nice and gently, pressing against the knee, looking over your shoulder, nice and tall up the body. Good deep breaths, help the massage of the spine. Release out of that and forward fold, rounding out the lower back, Dropping your head, wrapping your arms around the front. Letting everything pull through the spine, through the crown of your head and along the back of the leg. Pressing up nice and gently, straightening out those feet into Dandasana in between, and then we'll stack in the opposite direction. Did anybody else feel shooting pain down from the butt through to the knee? That's what's intended. We want to be gentle, but this is why we're doing it. Intention. So stacking the opposite direction, one over the other. And just butterfly, if you think that helps you, break into it a little bit. You might feel a different imbalance in one side or the other. And when you're ready, gently rotate, pressing against your opposite knee, looking over that shoulder. Nice deep breaths to help massage with the spine. Out of that, folding yourself forward, drawing everything through the spine, the crown of the head, dropping the hands in front.